Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan here. I decided to do my controversial issue debate on the pros of athletic sponsorship. For those of you who are unaware, a sponsored athlete is an athlete that is financially supported by a company to promote and sell their products, goods, or service. Sponsorship funds allow athletes to focus more on the training and production of their sports and reduces stress. Sponsorship between brands, teams, and individual athletes is known as a partnership, where both ends of the party benefit. For those of you who don't know, this is Nicholas Simmons. He's a racer that is sponsored by Brooks. I personally feel that athletic sponsorship is a great idea, and some companies take off on successful journeys and careers based on who they choose to sponsor and promote their products. This happens all around us every single day, and then we see athletic sponsorships for so many products, and they all share the same goal of selling their products in order to make a successful living for themselves and family. So for those of you who don't know, these are the creators of the Nike box, and it's basically a whole kit sent to someone's house full of apparel, shoes, and all their daily needs and necessities. And then LeBron James sponsors that. And then LeBron James is also sponsored by Beats headphones, and that's the maker of that, and who is financially supporting him. Alright, skin in the game. So as you guys can see, these are major sponsorships of the different leagues and sports that are telecasted and viewed by millions on a daily basis. So major sponsors of the NFL are things like Pepsi, Nike, McDonald's, Verizon, and these brands are all exposed to the average attendance and millions of others across the world viewing their sports. So average attendance in an NFL game is 68,400. So many people are being exposed to that brand, leading to customer building and hopefully a success rate. So in the MLB, average attendance is 30,500, and they're sponsored by things like Pepsi again, State Farm, Nike as always, T-Mobile, and Ford. The NBA, sponsored by things like Coca-Cola, Kia, Sprint, and Taco Bell. And basically, once you form a relationship with these brands and expose it to millions of different people, you have a successful partnership. So other than picking the right company at the right time, it is very important to pick the right sponsors that best fit and express your beliefs and compassion for what the product or service has to offer. Your business plan and sponsorship choices are extremely important in a company's success. Having a good business plan and sponsor to help with promotion will make any company stand out and be recognized through the public eye. Alright, so believing in your product is super important when being involved in athletic sponsorship. One of the most important things when you are a sponsored athlete is to truly love the brand and products you are promoting. If a company wants to sponsor you, they hope you fall in love with the products you promote and use them on a daily basis. If you love and use the products a lot, sales will rise in drastic numbers within minutes. It is said that more than 80% of consumers say they are more likely to consider a brand they are familiar with and see on ads, television, etc. And 60% are willing to pay the extra amount for the product that they are most familiar with. So in an article by Lucy Hanley of CNBC called Marketing, Media, and Money, Olympic athlete Usain Bolt, that's who you see over here. He's like a world-renowned racer and Olympic champion and gold medalist. He contracted with sportswear brand Puma and it has allowed him to become the legend he is today. Bolt showed his appreciation to Puma during an interview and mentioned, "My team always does a good job in making sure they do research and making sure we collaborate with prestige brands or the big brands that try to change or do good in the community." When you are a sponsored athlete, it's important that you don't slip up and not represent the brand that you are promoting in an unlikely manner. For those of you who don't know, this is an all-star quarterback in the past. His name is Michael Vick, and he got in trouble for hosting dog fights, but before the incident, he had his own shoe with Nike and Air Jordan, and he was also on the cover of Madden 2004, sponsored by PlayStation 2. So athletes are constantly watched and critiqued by not only the public, but the brands that endorse them and pay them a lot of money to promote their products. If an athlete is not performing well or up to standards of the company, they can get dropped and lose deals. Some of the highest paid athletes from athletic endorsements are the well-known Roger Federer, who's getting paid $65 million to promote brands such as Nike. LeBron James is getting paid $52 million. Cristiano Ronaldo is getting $47 million. Stephen Curry is getting $42 million. Tiger Woods is also getting $42 million. For those of you who don't know, this is Kei Nishikori. He's a tennis player and is sponsored by Nike, and he's promoting the new Air Max brand. And this is Serena Williams, who plays every match with tennis brand Wilson. Alright, I'm at the top of my game. Roger Federer is a 36-year-old tennis player who has the biggest athletic sponsorship deals in sports. His latest pact with pasta brands Barilla. The deal runs longer than 5 years and is expected to net Fed roughly $40 million. In July 2018, Federer signed a 10-year deal with Japanese brand Unkula worth a reported $300 million, which replaced his long-term deal with Nike. Many of Federer's sponsorship relations run a decade plus with well-known brands like Nike, Wilson, Credit Suisse, Mercedes, Rolex, Lindt, Jura, and Sunrise and NetJets, as you can see from this picture. With an immense amount of sponsorships, Federer raised more than $4 million for charity through a pair of exhibition games that he participated in April. His foundation raised $40 million for educational programs in Africa. And another one of athletic sports' biggest sponsorships is LeBron King James. The NBA's top pitchman has added Intel and Verizon to his endorsement deals, which already include Nike, Coca-Cola, Beats by Dre, and Kia Motors. He shares a lifetime deal with Nike that is estimated to net him more than $1 billion. James owns a production company, Spring Hill Entertainment, with his business manager Maverick Carter. The pair is also part of an investment group in Blaze Pizza, with 17 franchises in Chicago and South Florida. Over on the top here, you can see he's sponsored by Sprite and promotes a lot of their products, as you might see in commercials. There's him with Beats by Dre, which he's always repping on the court, and the Kia K900. Athletic sponsorship is so important in today's world of marketing. It reaps so many benefits for the company and the athlete. These friendly partnerships can give one's company a distinct advantage over other brands if promoted in the right manner. Being a recognizable brand is the leading pathway to a business's overall success, and having a beloved athlete who is idolized by fans who inspire to mirror themselves like them will increase the sales of your company immensely.